Yeah.
I said, so you're in the wrong town illegally dumping.
I said, people evidently didn't know McFadden. Like, I met him for the first time when we went with the governor, and I told my wife, that guy is an altogether different person than I anticipated. He really is.
Yeah.
He's down to earth.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's funny how it
I
is.
said, boy, that.
If I could ask everyone to silence their cell phones, please. Yeah, it's.
Yeah, big difference there.
I did.
You did? All right. Shall we rise for the pledge, please? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Good morning, everyone. Let's see, I gotta make sure I have these in order. Okay, we have minutes of a public meeting held on October 3rd at 10 o'clock in the morning here. That was the Selectmen's meeting. Could I have a motion to accept that?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Whoop. Got it on the table. Okay, then we have a Selectmen's Budget Review Workshop minutes, and that's from Wednesday, October 5th. Could I have a motion to accept those,
I'll move
please?
that we accept those.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you. Sunny. Oh, we've been busy. Then we have a Selectmen's Budget Review Workshop minutes of Wednesday, October 12th. Could I have a motion to accept those?
I'll move that we accept the minutes of October 12th.
I'll abstain.
That's right, you weren't here. I'll second that. All in favor? Aye. Thank you. Okay. Under new business, Old Home Day 2023. Geez, theme and date acceptance.
Yes,
Fire
Danielle
away.
is on the ball and starting her process ahead of time, and so if you want to go to the podium, you can.
Yeah, a lot of it is just because it's easier to secure vendors and the attractions and stuff now. We have a little bit more negotiating room as far as trying to get prices and stuff like that. The theme is Picture This, or that's what I want the theme to be. And that is, we're gonna do kind of a variety of little scene setups throughout that have like pictures of the Belmont past history and the present history, and then we're gonna try to integrate like local photographers in and do senior pictures and family picture kind of little spots, mini sessions on the trail. Just things to kind of get everybody to see what Belmont has everything in there. The one thing I did leave out from this is the road closures and stuff until we decide on the road race stuff with features, so I did take that part out of this initial letter. That's usually all in one letter. And then the vendor fees, just keeping, I did increase a couple of them by $5 just because there were some really low ones, like the commercials. They were getting charged $50 where that's really cheap for a commercial vendor to come on. So I did increase a couple of them, but the crafters and the local people, those ones are all, and nonprofits and stuff are all the same.
All right.
But besides that, that's that.
And what's the date?
August 12th.
Right there, August 12th. All right.
Okay.
I have
You got it under control.
You got it under control, there's nothing we can say, awesome girl, right?
We're glad you're here.
Yeah, really, yeah, no, I think a couple of years ago, we were sitting here saying, okay, now what do we do?
Yeah,
So
no,
this is
I
great.
Just get it all, I got all of the
Yeah.
spreadsheets all set for next year, so it's really just a lot of plugging and playing.
Then nobody can say that they weren't informed or it wasn't out in time or whatever.
No,
Got
we
it,
have
awesome.
plenty of time with that one.
Okay,
That's-
all right.
It's surprising to see how full vendor calendars get, like, people were telling me this summer, they were already filling up for next summer, get your date in. So
Sure.
It will give us a little bit of play, just to be able to organize it a little better, so we don't have the multiple vendors and stuff like that, all trying to popcorn random things on the side of the road.
Yeah.
And then aside from that, I do have gun stock, I started the outreach program.
I saw that.
And we have the Jen DeWare Kindness Project, Jake DeWare Kindness Project. Jen had reached out to us and she wants to do a scholarship for a couple kids to go to the program. So I just have a copy of like her thing that she's doing.
Okay, this is through the Jake DeWare, okay, and they wanna, they wanna sponsor a couple kids. Awesome, nice,
So
all right.
that's that. So
all right,
we'll be
Great.
rolling that out to you today. hopefully.
all right, good, awesome, thank you. And again, if we can help in any way, okay?
We'll let you know.
all
I
right.
foresee the gun stock program being full because we had a lot of
For-
interest
yeah.
last year. People wanting to go and get back up there.
And it's really a huge discount, like
Is
compared
it?
to regular season passes, it's like $300 off season passes, so it's, and there's lessons with it.
Now, who are these chaperones? Is it primarily parents or do you have to
Usually-
supply them?
Yeah, no, usually it's just parents, that's so far, I've already had Andy Barnes is helping out from the church, he's gonna be the mountain coordinator. I had a couple of my summer camp parents that had asked about it in summer camp, so now they're ready to go on the mountain. It's been, like I said, we have 15 signed up right now, and we need 20, so we have another month and a half to get 20.
Oh, wow. Good, awesome, well, thank heavens they have gun stock to go to.
Yep, it was very scary for a couple weeks.
That's exactly right, awesome. Okay, we have, 3 opioid settlement fund distributions to accept.
This is our third opioid settlement.
Oh, this is our third one,
Third
okay.
one, yes,
Except third
so-
opiate, sorry, I thought you meant we had 3 of them to accept, all right,
Oh,
got it.
no, no.
Yep,
Yes, so we got a notice in the mail the other day that we are receiving $4,152.19. And this morning, which is not part of this packet, because we haven't received the funds, and because of the funds are more than 10,000, I'll have to hold a public hearing, but we just got notification that we are receiving another $25,000 as part of our settlement towards this. So we have about $35,000 now in funds that can help fire department, police department, and Donna in the fight against the opioid pandemic. And
I guess it was smart that we did what we did, what was
so
that,
we
2-3
will
years
have
ago?
to use these funds. So I spoke to Chief Newhall this morning and said, you know, Belmont said we had a need, so we need to use it. So I asked him if he can think of any ways that the fire department could use it, whether it be training or Narcan. Another use I think is getting money back for transportation. So when they transport people who have overdoses, maybe we can get those funds back. Police department can tap into those funds for training on spotting.
So what would we need, like, that transportation, I think is a big, I think you hit a real good nail on the head with that. We need to go back, have the fire department go back and review those cases, and so
Yep.
they come up, because you gotta prove that you've used it for
Right,
that.
yep, so we would be seeking reimbursement for those that don't get paid. And then Donna could use it if she wanted to, if she had applicants that were needed to go to rehab, she could,
Treatment or
those
whatever,
treatment,
yeah.
that transportation to those facilities, so.
Isn't that part of the policemen that,
Oh, yeah, we have a,
policemen send
Yeah.
drive around them?
Those are grants that he is, you know, under grant funds. I would see that maybe after the grant funds run out, maybe we could use some of those
Is there a
funds
time
towards
frame on
it.
this?
On using these, no. They would just like to see that we're, you know, actively trying to use them since we said we had a need. So you do have a motion just to accept these funds here, and then I think by the time we have our next meeting, I'll be able to hold a public hearing for the other funds that came in.
I'll make a motion to accept the third opioid settlement fund distribution in the amount of $4,152.19.
I'll second it.
all in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Then we have 2 new hires, correct?
Yes, Cynthia was able to advertise her clerk position, and in coming to the Board of Selectmen, had realized that we really could use 2 new hires, given that she will be anticipating retiring in January and going to part-time. So in your motion, we have hired Jennifer Thomas and Leah Smith.
Make a motion to approve the hiring of Jennifer Thomas as the clerk of the town clerk, tax collector's office, with a starting date of 10/24/2022.
Okay,
I'll second that.
all right, all in favor?
Aye.
And I'll make a motion to approve the hiring of Lee Smith as a clerk in the town clerk tax collector's office with a start date of 10/31/22.
I'll second that, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye, all right. Any other new business?
Now, are we gonna meet these people, or?
Once they start, you can. I can have them come over
Because I
in a
thought
meeting.
Cynthia said that she was gonna bring them in and introduce her to us, so we at least know who they are.
When they start, she can. So one doesn't start until the 24th, and then after the 31st. So once they start, we will have them come on in.
All right, appreciate it.
Yeah.
Do we have a game plan for where we're gonna put both of these?
Yep,
Yeah,
right in the office.
Right in the
Right,
office,
still right in there?
Cynthia's going in the back room.
yep. Any other new business?
Yes. This morning I got an email from Chief Newhall that the old boat that we had went to auction and it sold for $3,750. So at our next meeting, I will formally bring that forward when the check comes in. So that will just go back into the general fund from income from departments.
Awesome, okay, all right. Okay, do we have any other old business?
I have a question, but maybe it's a question I should ask on Wednesday rather than today. The cemetery budget. I'd like to see, for Wednesday anyway, to give somebody some notice, especially you, I'd like to see the budget from last year for the cemetery.
Okay.
It has to be settled here pretty soon. And I'd like to look at that budget as opposed to a written budget of this year,
Okay.
or the upcoming year.
Any other old business?
Old business, yes. So in front of you, we have been talking about Casella for some time and that we are going with the automated system. So in front of you, we have a mock-up of what our first mailer will be. This is just letting everyone know it'll be double-sided. It won't be this big, it'll be on a smaller postcard. Letting everyone know that the carts are coming, what they'll look like. These are exactly what the 2 carts will look at. The green is for the recycling, the black lid is for the trash. Just gives a little idea of when, if there's anything on here that you think that needs to be changed or added. We will have 2 mailers going out and lots more PR and more stuff that'll go on the website and in the newspaper and on social media, letting them know. I think my next one will be, because we're not used to this in Belmont, will be, they have a nice design that shows you how far apart they need to be from like your car and any other objects. And if it's under a tree, you know, your tree can't be, it has to be at least a 4-foot distance under a tree so that the thing can go like this.
Lift up. Otherwise it takes half the tree with them.
I think it's important to note the public's impression, at least in Laconia, when they got it in the newspaper a couple weeks ago, is this was an idea of the city of Laconia. And I believe that's trickling down to Belmont, that we sat here and decided we should do this.
Oh, we had no choice.
The point that we didn't have a choice in this, and I think that that's one of the things that has to really hit home to these people. This was not something we just decided someday to change in the town of Belmont.
No,
We had
it
no
is
choice in
not.
this.
Let's see here. What else? So we also got a grant to do these advertisements. So this won't cost me anything to put out these 2 flyers.
And we also got a grant to purchase some of these, correct?
Yeah, we got a grant to help reduce the cost of
Right.
the carts.
That's
Yep.
what I thought.
In total, the grant was $30,000.
Was it? Okay, all right. And if someone wants a third one, they have to purchase it.
I'm gonna get clarification, because Colleen had talked to Peter, and it was my understanding, well, you know, in discussions before, that residents could, and she had reached out to him recently, and he said no, so I'm just going to get clarification on that,
Okay.
if they can buy additional at their own cost.
All right, yeah, we should make sure, yeah, okay. That,
Town will provide one of each, but as far as additional, I'm going to get clarification on that.
yeah, I just get nervous,
Yep.
you know, about trash on the side of the roads, if two aren't enough. I mean, in most cases, two probably will be more than sufficient, but you always have those.
Yeah, you have your weeks that
Well,
you're gonna have.
Well, you take some of the roads that aren't town roads, and I hate to use the police chief as an example,
Yeah.
but when it's trash day at the end of their quote driveway,
Yeah.
from the houses that are on that road, that's a pile of trash.
Yeah, that's
It's gonna take
exactly-
a lot more than 4 of these, or 6
Yeah.
of these. That's a lot of trash.
Yeah,
We also did get notification from Casella that they will take back anyone's old trash cans.
that was gonna be one of my questions, what do I do with these old crappy,
So if you want to get rid of them, you'll just put a notice on it that says, you know, please take me.
but I don't want them to take them till I've got this,
So
right?
there's going to be,
Yeah.
I believe they've set it up so that they are going to take them the week of, I think, the week of Christmas, which I don't have the exact dates yet, and then the next week will be when the automated starts, so you'll get rid of your
So more than likely,
trash, and
we'll
then
get these, and then
The following week will be-
you can get rid of your old ones, and then they'll, okay.
And these carts will be delivered, I believe it's the week of December 6th.
Mm-hmm.
You'll have them for a couple of weeks, and then the last week of November, or December, when you get rid of your trash, you can say, take me.
Yeah.
And then the next week you'll start the automated.
Got it, all right.
But, yeah, they will take them for us.
It's like anything else, well, the phones will be ringing, I'm sure.
And on all of the flyers and stuff, it's directing everyone to go right to Casella's website and to call them, so that they are not bombarding
That's what
town
they
hall
shouldn't.
staff with questions and concerns. And they have a call center for all of this, and people to answer the phones, because, you know, there does,
I'm sure this isn't the first time.
no,
they've
and
dealt
it's
with
not,
this.
and, you know, with other towns doing the same thing,
Yeah.
they're used to it, so.
They're used to
It's
it.
very appreciative of not having to be the one to get all the calls right off.
Yeah, all right.
And once people get used to it and get into the groove of it, granted, it's going to be in the dead of winter when this gets implemented, but
Yeah, it'll work out. Always does. All right, anything else?
I just want to update you that we got our 2023 health insurance and dental rates. So our medical rates went up 4.7% and the dental went up 1.5% for 2023.
6%. Yep, great. All right.
Which is a roundabout increase of $48,000 for next year.
Next year. And that's with the present. We don't know with some of these new hires or whatever, what's gonna happen with the
That's,
rates.
yes, that's
Yeah.
based on the present enrollment that they
Yeah.
gave me in the package.
Awesome.
Which I am finding a couple of our new hires are not taking the insurance for whatever reason, whether it be a spouse has coverage, and,
All right, good. Okay.
and that's all I have
All right.
for.
So our next meeting date is November 7th, other than
Our budget,
our budget is Wednesday, and I don't know what that date that is.
19th will be our
19th,
budget.
sorry, it's Monday morning, I don't know what Wednesday, okay.
And it's the following Thursday night.
Yep,
And that's
the 27th will
Right.
be our last wrap-up one.
okay, all right. Non-public,
Yes.
so we're going to adjourn this meeting and go into non-public 91-A:3, number 3, Roman numeral 2, letter
L this
L.
time.
All right,
Recording stopped.
thank you, everyone.
Bye, friends.
Make sure everything's off.